Oh, welcome. AFGs. Good timing. Just finished and didn't see you yet. I'll get you next time. No problem. I just booted up after the dumpster fire that was Starship Troopers Terran Command. We're gonna play a proper strategy game. Move this a little bit. Take a look where we are in the campaign. I think we'll have a tough choice between two missions. Yeah, it's gonna be the lowlands or the narrow pass. I'd like to get rid of this swarm. Let's give it a shot. We could probably go with pure snipers build on this one. Gonna get quite a few of them, hopefully. They manage to veteran up, they will clear the horde, no problem, I think. Problem is gonna be the initial stuff. Okay. Let's see if they can handle it. Oh yeah, I think they can handle that. The biggest influx is gonna be from the south, it looks like. So this is the range of on these guys, right? Let's see how well they can handle the initial stuff. Not too bad, but they might reach us here. Close. 3 is kind of working for them. %, XP. Might actually be at a critical mass. Maybe. If we lose a few, it's fine, and we should have them leveled up pretty fast. Hopefully. You can see some 37%. Hey, Super Cheese, welcome again. Let's see if they can manage this. It's gonna be tough. But if you get any amount of veterans, it should help quite a bit. To 6%. It's not looking too great. Might go for a soldier build instead. Or even a mix of snipers and soldiers, that could work. 70%. Not gonna be enough. Southern part is the worst. They also let themselves to be meleeed, which is very smart. %. Maybe they can make it, but at this point I don't have high hopes for them. 87%. Even a few veterans would increase the firepower substantially. If they can do it. The ones on the edge, yeah, they will get leveled up pretty soon. 90%, 94, 97. No, they shouldn't have a chance. No level up noises are obnoxious. Would have been great if you could turn that off, but we'd have to turn off the entire game sound. 4,000 of them left. Be done pretty soon. Southern side dried up, pretty good, but still 3,000. Gonna take a little while. Maybe we could kill team them. That helped a little bit. Still a whole lot of them, so we are just gonna have to wait. So yeah, I've requested the refund for Starship Troopers, but I doubt I will be able to get it since I have, I think, 7 hours in the game. So usually refunds work after you have like 2 hours. So I suspect they will not give me the refund. I seriously believe that the only hope for the game to be enjoyable for macro players like me would be if modders get the hang of it and just basically keep the graphics and then scrap the entire shit system that they have and implement something better. Which means almost anything, because the game is really shit. It's physical representation of a dumpster fire. And of course the Steam reviews page was flooded the first day it was released by people who never played the game, just bought it. As is customary, so we can expect that to be solved in like 2 weeks time. Hey Will, welcome. Yeah. Unfortunately the Starship Troopers Terran command is not to my liking at all. I don't like basically anything about that game apart from the graphics, which is very sad. I had high hopes for it. Yeah, but the implementation is the problem. There is no research tree, there are no upgrades, there are no point to doing side objectives. More than half of the missions are no-build missions. The story is very much meh. Yeah, a lot of bugs as well, and not the skittery kind. And some unpolished stuff which I could tolerate for sure, but the rest is just so much pain to play. I'm not sure. I guess they sank a lot of money into graphics, and then probably fell flat on their face once they did initial like 4 or 5 missions. Then they just did all these kinds that nobody asked for and nobody likes for some reason. But the most worrying thing is the lack of research or anything like a progress thing. So now we need to decide if we want to go the Noxious Swamp, which would be very difficult, or if we do the Narrow Pass, which kicked my ass 7 times already before, or the Lowlands. Yeah, this is a campaign on the hardest difficulty. Yeah, the Arbalians is a great game. That's basically how a good RTS should be done. And I am a macro player, so that's why I hate using abilities on units and microing in general. And the Starship Troopers game, actually, all the level ups of units, they only offer new active abilities as unlocks, no passive upgrades. So that's just such a bother. Just micromanage all your stuff. Your infantry also bunches up into blobs. You cannot A move because they would bunch up and get shredded in melee. So if the unit moves into each other, then they cannot shoot at all. And the maps are designed with very tight choke points, so your units will basically do that all the time. So what you need to do is you usually want to split your force into like 2 sections and then micro them both at the same time, using the active abilities as well as just making sure they are standing apart from each other, which is horrible. And something else, yeah, the difficulty setting. I played on standard because the higher difficulties only offer increased, or rather, your damage is decreased by 50%, which seems like a bad design in difficulty standpoint. I much rather prefer if there were more bugs. I would totally play that, but if it's just you are weaker, it just feels, yeah, the AI gets cheats. At least in Bugos, it's like there are more humans as well, so there's that. And there are also the stat cheats, but they are kind of necessary because on other difficulties it doesn't feel like it's too difficult. But if you just have the debuffs, it feels like you are giving cheats to the AI, basically. Okay, so we need to go somewhere. I think the Lowlands would be the next logical step. Even though it is a difficult mission, we'll give it a shot. We don't have any research left, but let's take a look what we picked last time. I think we picked... what was it? Thermal energy. Oh, you know, it was the snipers. A lot more work into this. You mean the Arbalians? Yeah, the campaign is great. The research tree is very well designed, and you cannot grab everything because otherwise you will soft lock your progress on hardest difficulty. You need to be mindful of what you get and what to avoid. But one thing bad about the Arbalians is they actually despise modders, so they don't allow people to mod their game at all, which I cannot say I like. Because mods are what keeps the game alive even after the support for it ends at some point, and it will inevitably end. For every game out there. Get some tents going. Start clearing. This map is very small, by the way, so it's also jam-packed of infected everywhere. Like, this is not even the full extent. There are gonna be more and more of them. It's gonna be a problem. mod support is hard addition? Do they dislike the idea or not able to implement? They for sure can implement it, but what they do is they log their files to edit the game, and if you manage to do it, then they will come after you and DMCA you. And they just don't like it. They don't want people to mess around with their game, and they don't allow any modifications. And they actually released something that's called Level Editor, which is you can make your own maps and you can modify unit stats on those specific custom maps, but no modifications to the campaign or their scenarios. It's basically, yeah, you can create your own map, but in terms of the campaign, nobody is able to modify it at all. Passionate modders are required to update version Transport Icon. Yeah, these are 3 coming out. Daily weekly updates, yeah, exactly. It's just a puzzling decision, but they made it, so who are we to question it, right? No, actually I question it, but they wanted it, so they have it. Not much else to say. Of course, much rather prefer if they allowed more. Okay, where do we want our first sawmill to go? Probably just here. Edge them a little bit. Also, a significant portion of why Factory dominated the place on the best rating Steam game. Yeah, definitely. Factory has many great mods. It's good that they allow it. As I said, I'm not a fan of them disallowing mods. In other news, work on bugs will continue next month. Okay, great. I think I saw your post about you will be working on DLC at some point. Sounds good. Let's continue clearing, and I want a soldier center. It's gonna require stone, which you'll get by train. So many shamblers. Not great for us. We have money, but we cannot spend it really. Could get another fisherman here. Then a hunter. This is gonna be the quarry. So the hunter has to go here. I've been playing around with the new prototype idea. In the meantime, monster building auto battler. Assemble the parts of enemies you kill into new hybrid monsters to have fight for you. Yeah, that sounds cool. I think we talked about a game like that. That's actually kind of old. I think Mordkalp actually told me how it's named. I don't remember. But it's a game where you actually... It's not monster parts, but rather mech parts. And you are able to make your own mechs that way. But it sounds like a good idea. Depends on the implementation, but it'd be good. Still not enough stone for the barracks, so we'll have to do something else. Unfortunately, this map is very tight regarding the space and everything. Might have to grab a wood workshop. We want to do it. Yes. That's a lot of shamblers. Just a flack with your playthrough to keep my day going. Okay, well, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, no problem. And I hope the work on buggers goes well. Yeah, they are. It's gonna be a problem. Unfortunately, since they were not populated, it wasn't attacked. Send the ranger over. Freaks. There are runners now. I think since they actually smashed the tent, it actually resulted in noise. Yeah, this is over. Retire. Try again. Just so small area to work with. Now we are just left with horrible missions, so all the good ones were taken already. Be more careful. The first swarm is insane on this map as well, so it's gonna be fun. And quotation marks. Where I played Crusader Kings 2 or 3. I played 2 and 3, but only a little bit. And after a while I just modded it heavily, because I was not happy with how the game works. Basically like Stellaris. Paradox game, right? So I don't agree with their nerfs of going wide. Behind everything that limits your expansion, I just see their wanton for nerfing wide, and of course the AI is usually not limited by such things as the player, so that results in more salt and me wanting to remove that particular thing. There are numerous tricks can employ to negate divide penalties. Yeah, I know the religion can be good and everything, but it's in every Paradox game. Many tricks and chasing your favorite one. Yeah. Could be it. Have to build tons here as well. It's a lot. Does getting extra food give bonuses? No, it can just be used for more tents. It only allows further expansion. A lot of them everywhere. Maybe no. Still not great. But I need this side for housing. So for a workshop, rather.
gonna pay me for this, right? Let me put an arrow in his head. You again.
I have a bunch of money, but no way to spend it currently. Cannot expand the tents. If I build one here, it will disallow. Actually, I don't think we can have a sawmill in here, but I would have a head barracks here. So let's keep that. Hopefully, it's not gonna block in any units that are recruited.
Great. You are
Would be terrible.
right.
Guess we could drop this. Plenty of time before the next train arrives. So might as well do it.
A new task. Gotcha.
Lot of that's absolutely everywhere.
This better be good.
So what's limiting the growth?
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Soldiers are in trouble.
A new task.
What else is new?
Oh, here we go again. A new task. What? What's up? Any infected around?
Very easy to over aggro. This map specifically.
Other units to bother? Oh, more orders. A new task.
Units under attack. The train has arrived at the station.
What's the free access? Right. So it's blocking it. We'd have to remove the tent.
You are gonna pay me for this.
This map is so tiny. And it's heavily infested.
Better be good.
Cannot build anywhere else. Oh. It's our life now. Have to expand slowly. What do we want to get? Probably improved houses, just for density. We also are not doing too well on food. Could we get a hunter somewhere? And fisherman is probably too much to ask as well. Yeah.
What's up? Any infected around?
Veteran. Okay. Gonna help.
You again. This better be good. What?
It's freaking many. Why is this happening?
Oh, more orders.
Not populated, but the fact that they managed to kill it means that we'll get attacked from all sides now. By many more infected.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Faster than my bow. A new task.
Because there was a crunch of the tent.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Yeah, this is Gunner. So yeah, that's all it takes. Why did I save an exit? I need to retire. That's why we'll leave these sorts of missions to the end. And yeah, there are missions that are 4 skulls and they are much easier than these missions which are 2 skulls. Because the campaign is mean like that. 2 skull mission. This one as well. Both of them are pure cancer. I would not make my worst enemy play them. But all these missions were 3s. Very quaint. Go to the freaking swamp first then, because reasons. cannot deal with that. But the problem is I'm not gonna necessarily get any larger bonuses. Just about over aggro and yeah. Leave it at that. Okay, so this mission, Noxious Swamp. Yeah, this area should be safe. We should have like an island that we start on.
Last night was amazing. Yeah.
That'll be the Venoms. That's gonna be a pain, since we don't have the last soldier range upgrade. Not gonna be easy to deal with the bad people. Easily.
Roger that.
With this iron.
You order, you pay. You again. Yeah. What do you want now? What? Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Yeah. What do you want now? You again. What? Gotcha. You are gonna pay me for this, right? Yes, tell me. But be
That's a spitter.
great. Right between the eyes. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Oh, he's hitting this one, alright.
Yes. What's up? Any infected around?
Might be restart already. Spitters are very rough to deal with.
Are there other
Need to just keep these together.
my bow?
Do that.
Is that all? So. Okay.
Okay.
Arrived at the station.
Now this one.
Let me put an arrow in his head. Order, you pay.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Can we reach the lumber? Yes, we can.
You again. This better be good. What?
I think I have one ranger somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, roger that. This better be good. You again. What? This better be good. What? Order, you pay.
Let's get a lumber camp going. The hunters.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? You again. Oh, here we go again. What do you want?
Clear this out. Do you want another lumber camp immediately? Probably not. Take a look. How is the reach looking here? Could potentially make a fisherman here. Fish. Quite like locally. It's actually the map's edge, yeah. Into there. Make another hunter.
Aren't there other units to bother? This better
A
be
bunch of stone. Get it?
Oh, more orders. What? Great. What's up?
Kill the spitters.
Right between the eyes. My bow is ready. Chase my arrows. Yeah. Great. Yeah.
Train has arrived at the station.
Roger that.
Let's get a barracks.
What?
Right, and we cannot push much further because the rangers are really not well equipped to deal with the what are they called? Spitters. Yeah, this map might very well be impossible as well. Not sure, don't remember much about this mission specifically. Difficulty.
tasks. Aren't there other units to bother?
There's a venom coming.
Yes, great. Yeah. Better be
Building
good.
completed.
Roger that.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
What? Oh, more orders.
You're not even able to utilize our
Tasks.
gold per kill much. There are just venoms everywhere.
Now, let me put.
Attention.
What?
Building
Okay. It's gonna cost you double. Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Get a soldier. I'll need to take a little break. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, there should be a time for the fisherman, right? And the tower. Problem is, how do we make the most of them? Getting resources from the same area, right? So we can only have one. In that case, it might as well be this one. And you'll need a mill at some point, probably not yet. Also get a hunter on this side, probably. Right? Doesn't have energy grid. Right, we have energy there. Where's the end? Get a mill. Here.
Are you sure? This better be good. You again. What? Roger that. Okay.
Still cannot push out, you'll get killed by the splitters. So what we'll need to do is probably rush for just economy, expand in this area and then see what happens. We'll have to beat the first horde on this choke point. No chance we are expanding beyond that. We are also missing the wood workshop, which is horrible. Let's build it. And we'll build it here.
You are gonna pay me.
Okay.
Great. Oh, more orders.
Attention. Building completed.
4 food left.
Ready.
Not gonna be enough.
Under
I really am not pumped about making rangers. Because they suck hard. Cannot rely on them on this map. So let's not make any more.
Attention. Building
Understood.
completed.
Could make another soldier. Even a few of them would make a massive difference. We'll probably think about expanding to other free food at some point. Could make a very efficient mandar if that is the map. Yeah, it allows me to do that. We could expand here. Let's do that first. Save some money. Get the wood workshop.
Reporting for duty.
And attempting. I think we should make another soldier, and then you'll get the income pretty soon. It should fund the research.
That will be easy. Commander?
Probably we can go out. First thing we get is the farm.
After service.
You can see that they can tank quite a bit. Unlike the ranger.
Let's get them! For the colony! On your orders. Come on. Ready and waiting. Alright. Commander, let's go.
Get another soldier. Can get a fisherman here now. Probably just one, so might as well be this one. And a few hunters. We'll want a sawmill there, so hunter here is fine. One there. Right? Oh, we want that one instead. Let's track.
Guide me to the infected. Come on.
Yes.
The
Let's go.
rangers here.
Come on.
Use the soldiers to start clearing some of this.
Understood.
What?
Any orders?
An attack. Great.
Let's go. Great idea, sir. Alright. Let's go. For duty.
And it's another one, so let's get another guy. So far not critical mass yet, so they are able to take a shot before we kill them.
On your orders.
That will be probably 4 or 5 soldiers to be able to do that safely. After we get income now we'll drop a farm.
Guide me to the infected.
Attention. Building completed.
Think about where do we want it. Probably start with one somewhere over here. Can afford this? Not yet. Let's just make another soldier. Yeah, 5 soldiers seems like the amount you want to be able to one-shot the spitters. With that, we should be able to clear at least parts of this initial area.
Tell me.
Might want another mill at some point.
Let's go. Alright. Let's go. Come on. Understood. Perfect. Come on.
Like there's choke point.
Report for duty. Alright. Understood.
Attention. Building completed.
Research the houses.
At your service. For the humans! Understood.
Okay, that is a problem.
All the way. Come on. For the humans! Alright. Perfect. Come on. For
I think we want to go center.
Tell me. Alright.
Train
Do you need me?
station.
Kill our enemies! All the way. Commander? Perfect. Let's go.
I'm not able to clear them efficiently enough. There is a wind up for each attack, so sometimes they are able to get the shot off. This is not looking too great. We should make a mill. Make sure we can expand further. Also grab a tower here.
Do you need me?
And the research for houses is almost done.
Order for duty.
Good.
Great idea, sir.
Infested village.
Tell me.
Start clearing the shamblers.
Commander?
From that, at least some XP, yeah. Once they are veteran, they should actually do a much better job
At your
clearing the bad people. It's a hit. Even if we take a hit, actually, it's not a big deal.
Attention. Building completed.
Upgrade some of the houses. Gladly take another thing.
order, sir. Just tell me what to do. Let's go. All the way. Great idea, sir. Let's go.
Just guide them.
Understood. Perfect. All the way.
Got the wood. We are also floating some resources again, so that's not great. Let's get a soldier. And let's upgrade some of these.
Do you need me? Commander? Perfect.
We'll probably want another farm pretty soon.
Order, sir.
Attention. Building complete.
Expensive.
At your service.
There is free energy here.
Just tell me what to do. Come on. Order, sir.
A lot of splitters.
All the way. On your orders.
Ball them up.
Come on. Perfect. For the humans! Alright. Understood. Let's go. Just guide me to the infected.
It's getting kind of wonky. Need to make sure we can actually deal with that. Upgrade another soldier. We're on the market. We are at 200 pops, we could definitely get that.
Of course, my commander. Come on.
What do you want now?
Not looking too great.
Any orders?
Won't lie.
Waiting on order.
So let's split them up.
Sir? All right. Waiting on order. At your service. Is everything
Okay. Managed to deal with that.
Understood. All right.
Might be a good idea to give them a little time to heal up, but
All right.
at the same time we really need to push further. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Research the market. Get some upgraded houses. We'll want the farm now. It's gonna be the next income cycle.
I was cleaning up
Then we'll want another sawmill probably.
for the humans.
Maybe a warehouse.
Great idea, sir.
Another veteran. Pretty good for cleaning.
Let's go. All the way.
much.
Understood.
Must not forget to make more units. And the farm actually be here. Get this sawmill done.
Guide me to the infected. Body! Come on. Let's go. Great idea, sir.
Okay. We have another soldier. Send him to the ball.
Ready and waiting. All the way. Come on. For the humans! Alright. All the way.
They are mostly veteraned up, which is good. Next. We have full stone. I don't want another research center. We want the stone workshop actually. We want that pretty soon. To be able to get the shocking tower in place before the horde arrives.
Here we go. That will be easy.
We have the research for towers? I don't think so. Gonna be a problem. Start researching the stone workshop. Let's go to the marketplace. Don't want a ranger. Yeah, we will need that eventually, so might as well do it now. One there will suffice. I don't actually remember the layout of this map, so it's gonna be a problem as well.
Understood. Great.
My guess would be we don't want to go where we are pushing right now, so instead we'll go here.
Do you need
Another soldier. Merge them. Now we probably want to start saving up. Even though we might get enough from a single cycle of income. Yeah.
any orders? Commander? Just guide me.
Go ahead and push here.
Understood. Just tell me what to do. Is everything okay?
Yeah, this is a much easier location for pushing.
Easy.
There should be some resources as well, if I remember correctly.
Of course, my commander.
It's quite a few, but we can take them probably.
Just guide me to the infected. Understood.
So here now, we have the 1000 just missing. Attack. We'll save up.
Any orders? Do you need me?
Search finished.
Perfect.
Plot it down. Oh, we don't have the stone now. Right. We build a market. Why? Can we get 2 quarries? Probably not. Gonna be a delay. Might as well slow down the Tesla then. Get a soldier. Maybe upgrade a house or two.
Ready and waiting. On your orders. Of course, my commander. Understood. Great idea, sir.
Another soldier.
Of course, my commander. Ready and waiting. On your orders. Do you need me? All the way. Let's go. For the colony.
There's free food. Not like we need it currently.
Reporting for duty. Orders, sir.
It's actually quite a bit. Okay, let's fail.
Of course.
Get off some of these.
Perfect. Great idea. Let's go.
We have a whole bunch of resources. Let's get to the stone workshop. Build it here. More soldiers.
Commander. Come on. Let's
Also a little tricky.
Commander? For the humans! Understood. On your orders.
Should be able to get that now. Okay, what's next? We have 3 days. Gonna be immediately research that, but we should get enough money for that.
Of course.
Go and get this.
Understood. All the way. For the humans! For duty. That will be easy.
Building completed.
For the humans! Understood. On your orders. For the colony! That will be easy.
4 of them at once.
Of course, my commander. On your orders. Great idea, sir. All the way. Understood.
Clear these up. We want to go here probably.
Orders.
But clear the stragglers. This is still researching. Not great.
All right. For the colony! At your service.
Okay, problems.
Yeah.
Bring on! Ready and waiting. Tell me. That will be easy. Any orders? Let's get them! Understood. For the humans!
Get all the soldiers together.
Perfect.
We'll push here. We have a bunch of money, just need this to be done. And then we will want cancel a soldier actually. Get another mel first.
Tell me. Let's go.
Hope we have enough.
Work on duty. Perfect. Understood. For the colony! That will be easy.
This is cut off, right?
Perfect.
That's researching, so let's upgrade some housing.
Waiting on orders. All the way. Let's go. Tell me. All the way. Come on. Perfect. All the way.
There is another village doom. But if there are spitters everywhere, it might result in them coming to us en masse now. We should pay attention to this, while still making more. Research is not nearly done, so we'll upgrade. Okay, yeah, that's getting a little hairy.
Great idea, sir. All the way. Building. Great idea, sir. Let's go.
Oh, that's a whole bunch of spitters.
All right. Easy. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Okay, let's push here again. See if that helped. We actually have the shocking tower. We'll need to build it, so that's gonna require a whole bunch of stone that we don't have. So that means we have to buy it. Kill some iron. We'll get the stone from this train.
Reporting for duty.
Our soldiers are in trouble.
Okay, problems. I mismanaged something.
The train
All the way.
A little bit. Should get the income cycle
Just tell me.
in a second.
Great idea, sir. Of course.
Guess it's actually 16 o'clock.
On your orders. For the colony!
Build it. Build it right here.
Any orders?
Should be okay.
All right.
Want the gate by either side.
Our forces are in danger.
I should have cleared out a bunch of them in here. But this is most likely one of the most infested areas. Yeah, we know. That'll be the Horde. And on this map specifically, it might be pure Spitter Horde. Gonna be great. Kill them.
Understood.
Yeah, we should do that.
Any orders? Perfect.
Also get a quarry, but we don't have the wood for it.
What do you want now?
Train has arrived at the station.
Could get another sawmill for faster expansion. And we'll need a mill as well.
Do you need me? Reporting for duty.
Yeah, we don't have the stone towers. Gonna be a problem late game.
Great. Yes. Yeah. Gotcha. I'm hoping I'm wasting my time.
Gonna take them a while to reach here, so there isn't much we can do about that.
Building completed.
Reporting for duty.
Attention. Building completed. Attention. Building completed.
Just tell me what to do.
Need to figure out where do we want to expand next. But it's not only about expansion for need. I don't really need to expand here for now. We're just content with building up this. But we will need to start clearing the map, that's the main thing. Hopefully the soldiers will be able to do that after the Horde. Probably not some of the most infested areas, but some of the more ones, probably.
Okay. Roger that.
They're gonna shoot my tower. And it isn't killing them. This means that we don't have enough. Shocking tower is gonna do nothing.
Any orders?
They're gonna melt them, yeah. That's not good. It's a Gunner. Watch the world burn again. I live off. Yeah, it is. Massive power spike for them. If we did have the towers, it would be better. But we don't, so not much we can do. There is just no way around it. We need to do the narrow pass or the lowlands, and I cannot do either of these. Because either by incompetence or mission design, it's just... I'm not even sure what I would get to make it easier, necessarily. I really don't want to invest into this. So that's a no-go. On the narrow pass, once you get the shocking towers up and running on each choke, it's actually not that bad, but reaching that point is the problem. Same with lowlands. The over-aggression is just so easy to achieve that it's really triggering. The lack of space paired with the map being packed with infected everywhere, it's just very hard. Would almost like to do the Wasteland of the Giants first, but this horde is unbeatable probably with what we have here. We have to have something different. So it's one of these. We gave Lowlands a try today. I think 2 tries actually. So I guess he'll do the narrow pass. But I really don't want to. And it's not gonna unlock a no build mission, so that's something to note. And it's only gonna give us 180 research, that it would net us 220. And that would be enough for maybe this, but this is a real inconsequential upgrade for the lowlands or the thing. We could get the increased the stone wall towers, that would be good. And then we could get the reinforced concrete, I guess. Those two would be probably a requirement to clear the first horde on Noxious Swamp. These are getting real tough. Might have to watch someone play the narrow pass, maybe. I'm pretty sure I have the tools necessary to deal with it, but execution is the problem probably. Let me think. Yeah, it is max difficulty, but still. As I said, these missions are 2 skulls. I've beaten 4 skulls. Right? Or 3? Yeah, 3. Without issues. Just these 2 specifically. If you look it up, you can do it yourself. Narrow Pass and Lowlands. These are actually one of the most challenging missions in the entire game. But you cannot progress before we clear them. We've done everything else that was at least a little feasible. So we're gonna give this a shot. But as I said, I'm not expecting I'm gonna win. First, we probably want to clear the stone with everyone, then split them up. Maybe this time it will go actually well, but I doubt it.
Better be good. Great. Yes, tell me. Quick.
Building complete.
You order, you pay.
Let's get a fisherman. we can probably get away with one more tent.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? Oh, more.
Actually, we can do much more tents. We need a tower before we build a sawmill. No reason to delay that. The tents.
What do you want now? What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
First, we should actually build a quarry, probably. Well, no, I'm sure we should do the sawmill first. Take a look at this covered. I'm usually building the tower somewhere around. Not even there. Pretty sure I built it there.
Oh, more.
Each time.
Better be good. Roger that. A new task. I hope you're not wasting my time. What do you want now? Straight to the heart.
Get another tower. Two more tents.
A new task. What do you want now? Yes. What? Gotcha. Aren't there other units to buy?
Whole bunch of shamblers again.
What do you want now?
Not gonna be able to deal with that.
Task. What? Okay.
Just go back and let them split up if possible.
Right? What? What do you want now? What? Oh, here we go again. This better be good. A new task. This better be good.
That is micro intensive for me at least. Animation cancel trick you can use for early clear. Yeah, I had somebody talk about that already. It would be very micro intensive for me as well. I'm not a good micro player.
This better be
I only enjoy macro games, but the Airbalance is an exception because there is a pause function.
you again.
But still,
You are
I'm not willing to do that, and it's an exploit, so that is a no-go as well. Yeah, let's do a fisherman there, and there.
so tired. Last night was amazing. Oh, here we go again. You again. What? You again.
Now you want quarry. Actually, next train would bring enough stone for a barracks. I think having the extra stone would just keep us from
What's up? Any infected?
making the more important stuff. So we will wait, and we can make the wood workshop there.
What? What do you want now? Aren't there other units to bother? You again. Yeah. Aren't there other units to bother? A new task. Aren't there other units to bother? A new task.
There are gonna be runners down here soon. It's gonna be a problem.
Great.
Make the wood workshop. Usually if you build it there. So let's go ahead and do that. Now we could probably use a mill
Around? Roger
pretty
that.
soon.
What? Are you sure? Okay.
We also get the free resources from here. Just run in.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Attention. Building completed.
But we want to save up for the barracks. Next train will allow me to build one.
This better be good. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha.
Train has arrived at the station.
Soldier center there.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? You again. What do you want? What? Okay.
Let's grab the extra resources.
As long as you pay me. Great. Yeah, roger that. Whatever you say. As long as you pay me.
Okay, what's next? Double mail. Let's first make a hunter. We usually go for this one. Allow me to make a mill there.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Just save the cash. Use it for research. We'll need to go for a stone workshop soon, but first our other business is gonna be houses and farms. Pull the farms first. And still slip down some extra tons here and there. You okay?
Building complete.
What? Gotcha. You again.
Cannot push here. There are runners already, I think. Right? No, it's just shamblers. Let's go ahead and try that. Actually starting soldiers, but I think we want few rangers first. In this mission, soldiers would just draw in everything. Because over aggroing is really easy here. Got a tower. There. And where else you want it?
Has arrived at the station.
Get it here.
My bow and arrows are ready. Better be good.
Another ranger. Send it up here.
Tell me. Be quick. You again. Okay. What? Great.
Building completed.
Okay, another mill. Yeah.
Better be good. My bow and arrows are ready.
I need money.
Great. Roger that. Is that all? So,
Let's search for the houses.
what? This better be good. What? Gotcha. Aren't there other units to bother?
Yeah, there are first runner here. Recently, so it's worrying.
I hope you're not wasting my time.
Building completed.
Oh, more orders. What do you want now? Oh, more orders.
Our soldiers are on the road.
A new task.
Runner.
What do you want now?
And not one, but several.
Are ready.
And here as well. It's just over aggroed again.
Faster other units to bother?
Okay.
You again? Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Need to save up for researching the stone workshop pretty soon. Want the quarry as well. Now would be the good time to grab it. Get income pretty soon.
What? Are you sure? My bow and arrows are ready.
Yeah, aggro is absolutely insane on this map.
What? This better be good.
Because there are a whole bunch of runners in each direction and they will come running to your city. Once you do a minor overreach with the noise, since it's amplified on the hardest difficulty, it will result in them noticing it very quickly and then it's gonna end your city very quickly.
What do you want now?
Just cannot be greedy. I think the greed killed me more than a few times on this map specifically. You need to go for the towers fairly quickly to be able to secure each side, and then once you have the towers done, you can actually start pushing out. But not before that, otherwise it will kill you. Okay, do we want to upgrade any houses? Probably yes, just because the stone workshop is gonna require a bunch more workers.
Okay.
But the rest of the money should go towards funding the workshop now.
So tired.
Try to push in, but this will for sure be an overreach. Right? Runners. This unit. Okay, maybe it's fine.
Bow and arrows are ready. What do you want now?
Could have another ranger.
This better be good. Great.
One can go here.
Yeah. Aren't there other units to bother?
What's this doing? Pretty badly. Let's retreat.
What? Great.
An overreach for sure.
This better be good. Oh,
Now we can actually push in.
what? A new task. Roger that.
So it's almost done. Need to wait until the income cycle to be able to get it.
My bow and arrows better be good. You again? Yeah. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Are you sure? You again? This better be good.
Overreach? Maybe. Yeah, we just have 6 workers left. Horrible.
You again?
And energy is not looking too great either.
What's up? Any infected around?
Gonna be expensive. Solve all that.
Oh, here we go again. A new task. You again?
Get a ranger, a few houses upgraded, and then we'll need a mill. And save up money for shocking tower upgrade. Gonna require 900. Something like that.
A new task. What do you want now?
Overreach.
Arrows are right. Great. Yeah. You again? Yes. Are you sure? Aren't there other units to bother?
With another mill. Consider where. Probably there. This is one done. So let's upgrade some more houses. Now we are low on food. We'll need to get a farm. Gonna be expensive as well.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Attention. Building completed.
Oh, more orders. Are you sure? Gotcha. My bow and arrows are ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Under attack.
You again? Yes. Are you sure? You again? You are gonna pay me for this, right? My bow and arrows are ready. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Building completed.
You again? Yes. Are you sure? You again? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Next up we need another income cycle. We are able to afford a shocking tower upgrade. It's 900 gold.
What? Yes. Oh, more orders. Great. What?
Attention. Building complete.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha. My bow and arrows are ready. What?
And the training of units now needs to be halted.
Wasting my time. You again? What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? You again?
That's an overreach.
Gotcha. Yes, tell me. But be quick. Roger that. What's up? Any infected around?
At least we are researching that. Next up, a farm. Then after it's done, probably some more upgrades for houses. But you'll need to build 2 shocking towers side by side to be able to hold both sides, because if the shocking tower fires on this side, on the left for example, it will absolutely aggro all the zombies on the right as well, because of the noise. So that's why we have to mitigate that by building 2 shocking towers side by side, like on each side, and then once this is secure, they will run into it constantly and die a lot, while we focus on the south. And then after this is clear, we can actually start clearing up and push the line forward. And the first horde is probably gonna arrive from here, but it's not sure. I'm not sure. Sometimes it does, sometimes it does not. We would also benefit from another mill just to make sure we have enough energy, but this is a dangerous area. I don't want to build anything as close here, because it will very easily get overwhelmed and destroyed. Let's get a tower. Swimming zombies, no. No swimming zombies. Yeah, that would be great, right? Don't give them ideas, jeez. There are billions too in the making currently.
You again? Oh, here we go again. What? You again? What? Are you sure? So tired. Last night was
Need to figure out how do we want to place one here. There are trillions, yeah.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Farm is not done yet.
Okay. Gotcha. You are gonna pay me for this, right? What?
Will be an overreach if we push any further. Let's not do that. I wanted to upgrade some houses, but we would need... how much is that? 600, so 1200 money.
What?
Get that.
Okay. What do you want now?
Almost there.
What?
Need to kill a few more Zeds.
Pay me for this, right? This better be good.
Yeah, but I cannot afford it. If I go greed, I die. It's as simple as that. I need to build a Tesla here actually. So let's delay by 1 income cycle, which means I'll get 2 houses. Maybe a ranger. We actually get another house upgrading. And are we even having enough energy? No. Need a mill as well. That needs to go... where? Here. A horrible place for it actually, but only so much we can do. Let's get this ranger down here.
Sure. Okay. Are you
Hope it's not a horrible overreach.
What's up? Any
Might be.
What? So tired. Last night was amazing.
We almost have the money, and the mill is almost done.
Any taps? This better be good.
Get the towers done. And we'll need wood walls to protect that. Let's hope this is not an overreach. Please not make me retreat. It's fairly safe, so we should start building this defense up. It's gonna be like this. Might get attacked by another horde soon. From either side.
My bow and
Might be one. Oh. The towers are almost done. Let's retreat behind the walls here. Close this. Double them up. Where we can. Send these rangers down here.
Roger that. Okay.
Make sure we can deal with any groups. And here we should do the same thing.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Sure.
Now we need some wood here.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Now it will start to trigger them. Hopefully the shocking towers will deal with them. To both sides. Next up we need another shocking tower. That's gonna have to go down here probably. Yeah, and I cannot justify a mill, I don't think. Yeah, we can afford the tower. We just cannot afford much else. But that is fine. Insane. We'll smash some of my walls probably soon. Let's get the tower. Get it here. We might have to move in to defend if they breach too many layers. But now the trickle should actually slow down, so it should be good. Would love to get a mill, I just cannot. And these two lumber camps are probably as good as we are gonna get. So that thing. Get a fisherman. Also need walls here. Start walling that. Just we need to be absolutely sure we are safe on 3 sides so we can push one. I hope the frickin' swarm does not come from here, which could happen. Okay, so let's defend it.
Come on.
Just move this force there. Start making soldiers. We will research the marketplace. you'll need a mill, so that's gonna happen soon once we get wood. Make a wall piece there. There. Where do we want a mill? We can have it there. Now that it's fairly safe. We are very low on workers. It's not great. We're also struggling with keeping this safe now.
Understood. Waiting on orders.
Might be a little overreach. That's an insane amount of Zeds. Guess you'll try to guide them. Getting worse. It's because of this shocking tower. Right, I forgot about the rules, so you need to have them on the both sides before you actually make them, otherwise this is gonna happen. And when this happens, we're pretty much done.
Commander, come on. Let's go. Is everything okay? Our fuel our enemies. Understood.
No, go around. How are we gonna solve this?
Tell me.
Send everybody here. Keep a ranger here. Hope that they can go after her. No, it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. I've done again.
Just tell me what
I don't think we can kill all this.
tell me.
Maybe. Well, I don't think so. No, it's the tower. Once it starts firing, it will draw all of this out on this side as well. That's our problem. It kept this safe, but just wasn't able to deal with this. A horrible mission.
Arrived at the station. The colony is under attack.
But we almost cleared the runners. It was just like 20 of them left and then shamblers. If we had a few more soldiers, it would probably work. But at the same time, I just don't feel like I can recreate that very well at all. Maybe the sequel game will be set in Rio de Janeiro. Isn't it where there are the massive slums? They are Brazil. Yeah. The chief antagonist is gonna be Berelix. A bummer. Yeah, so we tried each of these missions at least once today. Didn't work out. Have to figure out a strategy. The narrow pass almost worked, but even if I beat it with this research, I would only be able to get the tower and then the reinforced concrete, which would not necessarily allow me to clear the Noxious Swamp. For that we would probably need the extra soldier range, which is somewhere further up the tree. I'm not even sure what research that is. Advanced ammunition? No. This is the sniper range upgrade. It's very good, but not what I'm looking for. Probably one of these, right? Hey, bot, welcome. Thanks for the follow. It's not going too well. We are stuck at Narrow Pass, Lowlands, or Noxious Swamp. The rest of the stuff has been done, and this swarm is impossible. For now. I'm trying to figure out what the +1 range upgrade for the soldiers is, apart from long range rifle. I started today, I did survival and I'm crying. Yeah. When you start the game, it's very much recommended you do the standard difficulty, but on the 800% it's just something else. Let's take a look. I need to figure out what's the other range upgrade for the soldiers. I really need it to have keep in mind what we need to get. It's not high technology superconductors. Advanced ammunition is soldier attack damage. Every time I make a decent base, one zombie hits something and gets overpowered. Yeah, it's basically how this game works. You cannot allow a single shambler to reach your stuff. Your first gameplay wasn't brutal and nightmare. You can imagine how that went. But it is actually a very challenging game, which is kinda rare in these times, so good that there is difficulty. It went well until the 10th day. Probably a small group of runners, right? Like 20-30 of them. Usually the time on 800% when they start to arrive. Or too many. I think I might be mistaken. There might be only an upgrade that allows you to have plus more damage for soldiers. And it's not that much. And you played campaign or survival? I guess survival, right? I think we have all the soldier range actually. Survival and what campaign is really. It's a campaign. You go save and exit. Yeah. Campaign. So you go into a new game and then you select the campaign and it will actually have a campaign for you, so you need to go through a certain missions and beat swarms. I wanted to play campaign, was too lazy to wait the cutscenes. Alright, you cannot skip them. I was not aware of that, but they are pretty short. The big bother is the no build missions. It would be the last bunker, communication center, weapons factory, Hydra power plant and such. But some of the missions are insane, so currently we are contemplating our life. It is very hard. Even on standard it is harder than survival. You start with nothing, you need to spend your research to unlock even a soldier or anything. Even a farm. That would be serial farming. And you get research from completing missions. Let's try Narrow Pass once more. We'll clear the stone first again, then we'll spread them around.
Gotcha. You again. Aren't there other units to bother? This better be good.
Hey Jake, welcome. I'll go Super Mario 4 billion. I haven't got the controller yet. So, unfortunately, you are gonna have to wait for your pound of flesh a little longer, but I promise I'll get it very soon. Currently we are having a pause in the RP we are doing with Baron because he is busy for next week or two. So I'll probably grab the controller at some point during next week. And then I should be able to play it. And apart from that, their billions is going as expected. In the campaign, how this works is the train actually brings people, so if we construct these tents, it will actually not be populated until the train arrives, which the train arrives each day at 12. And it brings the people to populate the tents. And it also brings you resources if you research the technologies for it.
Attention. Building completed.
What? A new task? Yes. What do you want now? You again. You are gonna pay me for this, right? What? Gotcha.
It's an idle ranger.
Pay me for this, right?
Okay, we have the money. Let's drop a fisherman. Start making tents inside.
Yes, tell me. Be quick. Sure. You again. Oh, more orders.
The train has arrived at the station.
Let's get a tower over here. Let's just go ahead and put things on a train technology. Yeah. Great. But it's expensive. So you have to sacrifice some other stuff if you want to get it. But it will significantly boost your early game.
Whatever you
So it is very much worth your time, usually.
better be good. Great. What do you want now?
Send this ranger here. We have some more money. Oh, let's drop a fisherman. And hunter? No, not yet.
Building complete.
The runner.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Need to delegate a ranger to the left side pretty soon.
This better be good. Roger that.
Do it now.
Oh, more orders. A new task.
Let's grab a hunter. And a sawmill.
What? Aren't there other units to bother? Okay, but it's gonna cost double.
You start with 5.
Yes.
No, you start with 4 as a standard, but you don't start with the extra soldier. You would have to research that.
Here we go again. What?
Start with 4 rangers. I have 5 because I have a technology for it. Because this mission specifically is built for having 5. Because this choke point usually cannot be held by 1, because there are a whole bunch of runners in here, very close.
What?
Attention. Building
You can see your 4th ranger. That's a mistake, no, you should have it. Just drag a big box around your command center and you should get all of them selected.
What do you want now? Gotcha. You again. What do you want now? What's up? Any infected around?
attention.
Next up you want a tower here.
What do you want now? A new task. What do you want now? What? Great. A new task.
First mission is kill 300 infected. No, it is. You have to have 300 people in your city. So if you click on the goals, this is the check mark here. So you can see that colony population is how many people you need to have in your city. And then destroy all infected is kill all the people on the map, all the infected on the map, and resist all swarms is there will be attacks, right? So we need to clear them. We need to think about getting the barracks soon. That's gonna be next train, even without stone quarry. But we should probably think about getting this the wood workshop.
Oh, more orders.
Gonna be a little rough to get.
Oh, here we go again. What do you want now?
Attention. Building completed.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
If I want a lot of people, do I need a lot of tents done? Yeah, you only have access to tents initially in the first mission. But fishermen and hunters also give you colony population, so that would be this. So each fisherman or hunter gives you +2. Farms actually give +12, but you don't have access to farms when you initially start the campaign.
Attention. Building completed.
A new task.
Attention.
You again.
Building completed.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? Are you sure?
Okay, you have money, just 12 hours until you get the train. I think we should get the wood workshop. And then you should be able to afford the barracks still. Did you build more tents? Yes, you did.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? Gotcha.
Our
Are you
forces
sure?
are in danger.
That is that.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? This better be good. What? Oh, more orders. What do you want now?
Could get a few more tents going. Some more misplaced to this one. Or I couldn't have built it there, yeah, right. Want to keep this for a market.
What? A new task. What? Yeah. Faster than my bow. Gotcha. Great. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
The train
This
has
better
arrived
be
at the
good.
station.
Get a soldier center. Basically each map is of also stone. The first one is actually pretty good. If you take your initial rangers and then just send them all to clear the stone first, then you can very quickly access it with just 2 Tesla towers for each, and then clear the area behind the stone where there is the extra food. That should be all the infected in your initial like meadow, and then there is more to the north, so you will defend the choke point after that until you get a ball of rangers, so you can start clearing. Let's get a tower here. Also get a mill. Get a fisherman there.
What do you want now?
Really want to extra resources there and get them pretty soon.
You again. What? You order, you pay. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
So far so good. This is a slight overreach, so let's retreat a little bit. We want to start researching, what do we want? Farm or a house? Probably a house, since we are gonna go here and grab this.
Gotcha. Whatever you say, as long as you pay me. Are you sure?
Get a few more tents going. Get a sawmill and a hunter and a hunter. Another house.
A new tax. Gotcha. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right? A new tax. What?
Start recruiting.
Attention. Building completed.
We are researching the houses first. Good, but we can still grab some extra tents like this. We have a veteran ranger already. Good. Send this one here.
Attention. Building completed.
We'll need another mill. How many rangers I need to defend the base when clearing? I usually keep none at the base. Maybe I send one of them to the very north point on the first map, where there are the tracks that are leaving the bridge from your initial place, and then I keep one there on the crossroads, and then use the tree to clear the stone and then clear the rest of the map. Maybe one of them can go to the right side. When there is the forest, there might be some infected there. So once you are sure that there are no shamblers around your place, you just send them all to the north. And then build a barracks as soon as possible, make some extra rangers to be able to start clearing. Initially it will be a little tough because there are runners up there. Not sure what the difficulty you are playing on, but it can get pretty rough.
Okay, my bow and arrows are ready. Are you sure?
Let's get another ranger. Create a few more houses. We'll need a ranger up there actually. But 3 here is good. Just to make sure it's safe.
What's up? Any infected around? A new tax.
This is a slight overreach, I think. But it should be okay. We are building another mill, so that will solve the energy needs. Let's go to fisherman. Also research the farm. Next income cycle, probably. Yeah. Gonna be expensive to fund everything.
My bow and arrows are ready. Oh,
This is an overreach for sure. Let's go back.
quick, right to me.
Search the farm. Where is that? Here. Another runner, right? We'll need to research our stone workshop pretty soon. It's gonna be expensive. Could we get a few more upgrades first? Yes. Also get a quarry. It's gonna be expensive as well. And if you want to see how I did the mission, you can always check the VOD. In the description of the Twitch channel there is a YouTube link. You can go to YouTube and then find the playlist of their billions, and in the first part you should see the first mission. Be pretty easy to find. Okay, we are researching that. And low on food. Get this hunter guy. You'll need to research the stone workshop soon.
A new task.
For me at least, there is zombie spawning right next to my base. On the right side there are some, so one ranger should clear them out pretty quickly. As I said, if you want to see a breakdown how it's done, you can see the first pod when I played it. I should give you an idea how to clear properly.
Last night was
Since I'm not on the map right now, I don't remember all the details of it.
quick. Great.
Let's get the stone workshop. A pretty good hunter. But is it gonna block my stone workshop? I think it's gonna do that, so we shouldn't build it. Let's get a few upgrades.
That's right. I hope.
Heard about an overreach here.
Great. Are you sure? A new
Push this down slightly.
What do you want now? What? You are gonna pay my bills, right?
It's gonna be a problem.
So tired. Last night was amazing.
You spent the food already, so we could get a farm going. Right here. The mistake I do is I don't really make walls. Depends on the difficulty, but walls are actually deceiving because I'm not sure if you are aware, but there is actually a noise mechanic in the game. So when they start hitting things, it actually causes noise. Even when units actually shoot, it will create noise on that square, and more they shoot, the more it's gonna accumulate, but the noise also dissipates in time, and the noise will draw infected from further and further away. So soldier, for example, shoots much louder than a ranger, so they draw in more infected from further away with fewer shots. But if they start hitting your buildings, if they infect a building, it will cause a huge explosion of noise that will draw in infected from a large area. It's horrible, and when they start beating your walls down, what happens is each knock on the wall will actually create a bunch of noise, maybe like 5 to 10 shots. So you can imagine a single Z knocking on your wall can actually create a huge horde that will come at your base. And on the very first mission, I don't even use walls here, but some people might like to use it, but it's very deceiving strategy, especially on harder difficulties where the noise is amplified. So I wouldn't advise it. Get another mill.
My bow and arrows are ready, right? What? Okay. A new task. You again. What? Are you sure? I hope you're not wasting my time.
So I also have the ranges spread out, so the noise is dissipated. Instead of them bunched up, it would cause a bunch of noise, and it would accumulate faster. Should be able to afford the research pretty or the stone workshop pretty soon. Probably after another income cycle. Should allow me to get at least more houses upgraded first.
A new task. What? Oh, here we go again. Got
Is there a ranger? Send it down here.
Are you sure?
Oh, mistake, big mistake. I actually didn't make the quarry. So we are getting the stone income, but it's just from getting the train. It's not enough. Let's just slap down some extra cottages. That's an overreach. Move back. But it's gonna necessitate funding some extra units first. It's gonna slow down my progress, which I'm not a big fan of.
What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Get some extra houses upgraded then.
Oh, here we go again. Aren't there other units to bother? What? What's up? Any infected around? Arrows are ready. What? Okay. Great. Okay. A new task. What? Order? You pick. This better be good. What? You are
A
gonna
bunch of money.
right?
Now after this stone income cycle, we should be able to fund the workshop.
What? You again. Roger that. This better be good. You are gonna pay me for this, right?
If I have 6 rangers, do they all shoot SimZ and waste arrows? There might be a slight overkill, but I have a range damage upgrade for my rangers already. So you probably have less damage. You have 10. Each Z has 35 HP, so 4 arrows should be enough to kill 1 Z. But usually what happens is your rangers will actually target different entities, because there is often not just one, but multiple. So that should allow you to waste them pretty effectively.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Okay, how much do we need for the wood? Get the stone workshop done. And what's next? We'll need a whole bunch of energy.
Okay. You are
Gonna be a problem.
right.
It's an overreach. Let's move back. Should allow me to clear it after we deal with the runners. Another ranger, send it up. Looks like an overreach. But maybe we are gonna handle it.
Aren't there other units to bother? What? Order? You pay. My bow and arrows are ready. You again. Order? You pay.
That's an overreach for sure.
Okay. It's gonna cost you double. Yes. You are gonna pay me for this.
Here it's fine. So they're just shamblers, so that shouldn't be too bad. But we are having worrying amount of money. We need to spend it, and I would like to get a mill here. And then probably upgrade one of these. Somebody died, and it's horrible. Where is that? Is it up? Oh, it was my veteran even. Even worse.
What? You again. Yes. But be quick.
So that's gonna necessitate me sending one there.
Better be good.
Push too far.
My bow and arrows.
Okay, let's not make mistakes like this.
Great.
Might have been the screech of the dying unit that lured in more. Sometimes that does happen.
Let's do this. Yeah. Roger that. Yeah. Okay. Are you sure? Okay. You again. What? You are gonna pay me for this, right?
What do we want to do next? We will need a whole bunch of stone, which we currently don't have for the towers, so might as well invest into a few more rangers, I guess, and then upgrade some more houses. We want another mill as well, and some towers for coverage. Let's build one here. Then we need to actually research the shocking tower as well.
My bow and arrows are ready.
An expensive undertaking.
Good. Gotcha.
Send a ranger here.
Better be good. Okay, great. What's up? Any infected around? Okay.
Fast colonists, just spam tons. You need to have enough food, so get a bunch of hunters. And if you are running out of place to put the hunters near the forest, you can just use the clearing where there is the grass. And they will get like plus 11 or plus 10. So spam them like that to the west of your city. You start here, right? So you have the stone there. There is a big meadow of green stuff right there. So you can spam the hunters side by side as efficiently as possible and expand with towers. There is another forest like that there. And then of course use the one there, and there is some fishing up here. So After you use all the food sources, you will actually be able to fund a big army, and then you will find food drops from the infected places when you clear the map. So that should allow you to fund more. How is it?
Oh, here we go again. Yeah. Yes. Gotcha. What do you want now? Yeah. Okay.
I'm scared about this. There's a bunch of runners in there.
Are you sure? Aren't there other units to bother? My bow and arrows are ready. Yes, tell me.
Send one more up here. We are researching that, so we'll need another mill. Where do we want to build it? This is a prime spot for a farm. There is not that much fertile land on this map, unfortunately. We'll have to build a mill somewhere else. Probably here. Where is that? Here.
Oh, more ore. Great. A new task.
Spread them out a little more. Veteran range. You have a counter here that's experience, and when it reaches 100%, it will actually yield you a veteran. And the veteran has more range, slightly, plus 0.5 tiles. It has more damage, it has more attack speed, double the attack speed, plus 20% damage, and plus 0.5 range. So it's pretty good to get the veterans.
Here we go again.
Anytime you spend with your rangers not attacking something, it's basically wasting your experience. But on some maps like this one, I cannot really afford to push it much further, just because I would get overwhelmed by the runners. But on missions where there are no runners close to your city, you can actually use that to get a good setup, with the veterans being able to clear faster after they level up. So let's upgrade. Now we need to save up stone and wood for the towers. Actually gold as well.
You are gonna pay me for this, right? This better be good.
Send this veteran here. I really don't want to get more. And I have to actually get a soldier. That's an overreach.
Yes. Oh, here we go again.
Make sure we not have more come
Pay me for this, right?
just yet.
Better be good. You again. Okay. What do you want now? I hope you're not wasting my time.
Okay. Now we have the shocking towers. So they would require 30 stone. We don't have enough for 2 yet, so no point in doing that. But we should get another tower coverage here. And then we're gonna wait a little bit, so should probably get another farm going. This one would be fine for not blocking the market. I wish the woodcutter would fight back their axe rather than running. Yeah. That would be great. Unfortunately, no such crutches are allowed. Let's get that. We need to start the shocking towers pretty soon. I'm running out of time pretty quickly, which is horrifying. We also need 1200 gold, so cannot really afford to spend much on useless stuff. I'm running low on wood as well, because I built a freaking farm, right? And I've done that. But scrapping it would yield only part of the resources.
Let's do this. A new task.
Let's clear these.
A new task.
Okay, we should have enough. Get the tower there. 30 wood. That's bad. How far is the income from the sawmills? That's pretty soon, so guess you'll have to wait. Okay, we got some from the train, great. Yeah, let's start building the towers. Build one there. And one here. Next up we want to save up for wood and build defenses. Hey Kerry, what's this map all about? It's all about pain and suffering and horrible map design. It's the same map you saw last time, I think. It's the Lagdenum of the Arbellians, basically.
Yeah.
So you have 4 paths, the noise is amplified, there are a whole bunch of runners everywhere. If you build a shocking tower on one side, it will draw in all the people from here. Even one building getting nuked will result in hundreds of runners coming. And a swarm will hit us pretty soon. So I tacked into shocking towers and we are hoping that we can hold them off like that. Yeah, but I completed a bunch of other maps, but right now I cannot do anything else than this mission. So that is unfortunate. Problems.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, problems.
You are gonna pay me
these
for
back.
this, right? Yeah. What's up? Any infected around?
I cannot afford them to hit the tower at all. Would be horrible. Okay.
What?
So this is basically fucked.
Aren't there other units to bother?
Is that an executive?
What?
Yes, it is. How the hell am I gonna be? Oh, right. They did hit the freaking tower, which instantly turned into the executive, and well, there are a whole bunch of them. Okay, this is a loss again. Just watch the world burn.
They got me. No.
They are trying to break into the buildings.
Last time we actually had it better. We managed to get 3 shocking towers before we get overwhelmed on this side.
They got me.
Yeah, this is how it goes. What says no? Yeah. When you reach the narrow pass, you will despair as well. Make no mistake. Currently you are Hidden Valley, right? So you should do Hidden Valley, then Crossroads, and then Hunter's Meadow. Hunter's Meadow is actually a bitch mission as well. Let one zombie hit your tent, yeah. You need to make absolutely sure there are no Zeds in your initial area before you move up to the choke point. Very quick. I'll have to beat this, but I'll probably have to beat it some other time. I don't think I can do it today. When the Rangers take it overrun. Yeah, it's not enough. Once they start hitting the buildings and infecting them, it will even spew out executives. And it will exponentially explode. The tents are very vulnerable, so it's like 2 slaps from a Z. Before it gets infected. The game goes from bad to loss in a few seconds, yeah. There's no bad, it's just either you are winning or you are done. There is no middle ground, basically. Right, so these missions are... I'm not sure, should I do this once more? Actually decide by poll, I think. I'll do just quick 2-minute vote. So you guys decide what we do next. If no, then we are gonna shut the stream off probably, or maybe play something else. Might take a look in my Steam library. Overall, if I had the choice, I would definitely avoid these missions, but I cannot, and even as I said before, I'm not even sure getting any of this would actually help me with dealing with that, because I have all the early game stuff that's helpful, and now it's just up to execution. So, sure. The poll is currently tied. So if anybody hasn't voted yet, I encourage you to do so. There is a poll in the chat, so if you go to your chat, on the upper side there is the current poll. You click on that and then you have a free vote you can use. The lowlands are horrible as well. And the swamp, we cannot even think about going there again. Too hard. If it's tied, then I'm going to choose. No, enough suffering has won. Okay. So it's gonna be it for the rebellions today. I'm gonna have to come up with a strategy, but it's probably gonna be the same one I used today, just better execution when I'm well rested and all. We can give this one a shot some other time. Once we beat this, we could potentially be able to beat this, and then maybe lowlands. But I'm not sure how the no build missions are. There might be a no build mission here, which would be a great boon for the technology. End of the game, perhaps. Yes, we should play something else. But I need to take a look at what I have here. I'd like to play something a little relaxing after this. But I'm not sure. Something that would be at least fun to watch. There's actually a very similar game to The Rebellions. I'm not sure if you are aware of it. It's called Age of Darkness. It's basically like medieval fantasy The Rebellions with undead as undead, and then you play as the fantasy humans. So we have magic and also knights and footmen and all that. Could show that off probably. What else do we have here? Could play some Age of Empires, I guess. Was a good bet. Or Caesar, but I don't have any particular map in mind. I have to come up with something ad hoc, and I don't want to play my recent creations because I still remember them, so that wouldn't be too good. Or we could play Songs of Six. We have the fort there. We started. I guess we'll do that. Play some Songs of Six. And the stream is gonna be up in a second. I just need to play Zeus or Emperor. I don't have Zeus. And I don't think I have Emperor. So I would have to get that. I'm aware it is a long play option, and currently it is having 6 votes. So it's probably gonna make it to the next vote. So there is a good chance the Emperor will be a long play. but let me just shut the stream off and then boot it up again, because I want to split this into 2 parts so that I can upload it separately. Right, so be right back.